And we're recording try number 3 of model quote-unquote Monday, even though we're doing this on Sunday. I'm joined here with the dad, and we are putting together P-51. Now, again, this is the third take. First time, accidentally clicked the home button, and the second time, it kind of just cut out. But, as you see, we're kind of setting together P-51. Now, the second try, it was like 14 minutes. This one's going to be a lot shorter. As you see, Dad's already putting the final touches on the P-51. So while Dad puts that together, let's go over a few factoids about the P-51. First off, the P-51 was actually being designed during 1940. During the 1940s, actually. And it was meant to replace the P-40, which is starting to get obsolete. Especially against German 109s and such. So they started designing the P-51. Now, the early model of the P-51 was, well, first of all, it didn't have its usual chrome paint job or its V12 engine with the 4 props as we know the P-51 as today. It was actually it only had 3 props, and it actually had 20 mil guns. Or, as I like to call them, 20 mils are actually short for 20 millimeter cannon, if you didn't know. And so, another factoid, too, is that P-51s could actually somewhat tussle with early German jets. And there's kind of a reason why. One tactic that was kind of developed when P-51s were escorting bombers, such as B-17s and such, usually during the end of the war, when Me-262s came in, kind of put most piston-based aircraft, essentially make them obsolete, or so a lot of people thought. Assuming, ignoring the fact that Germany was kind of in a economic peril, the Me-262s were still quite vulnerable to P-51s. And reason why was that Me-262s and 163s, usually they would have to slow down. The reason why they do this is because when going up against slow-moving bombers in a fast jet, usually want to slow down so you can actually target your B-17 and actually get shots off. So when these Me-262 pilots would slow down, the old P-51s would sneak up behind them and shoot him down. Well, I mean, it wouldn't shoot him down. I actually don't even know if they actually did get a confirmed kill, but I do know it was one of the tactics they used. This is kind of, again, these facts might not be 100% true, but this is the first time we're actually doing this. This is our first Model Monday episode, so in the next episodes, I'll probably do a lot more research into the aircrafts and stuff to, better inform you guys. And so the next factoid, which I know is true, mostly by looking up, P-51 actually served in the Korean War. This is during a time where jets were starting to become real famous, were starting to be more widely used across countries like Russia and China and such. But still, the P-51 saw action there. Not only that, but the F-4U Corsair actually saw some action in the Korean War, amazingly enough. And piston aircraft would actually still be in use until around the Vietnam War, or at least that's when America started to discontinue piston-based aircraft, the last of which were the Sky Raiders. So anyways, while I've been doing that, Dad has put together most of the P-51. The fuselage is now in, as with the prop. So yeah, it's pretty good. Again, it's going to be surprisingly short because a lot of it was, the huge chunk of the second video I tried doing, it just ended up canceling out, and I'm hoping it doesn't happen with this one. But we don't know. So anyways, yeah.
See, trying to get that uplift, that profile of the plane. So I kind of had to adjust the wings and we'll go back and glue it again. But I want to make sure we get the profile, and so it won't flatten out. I'm going to try to hang it, kind of like that.
Using gravity.
Using gravity. We like gravity here.
Yes.
What goes up
must come down.
Exactly. So that's
unless
it
you're
for
in
right
space.
Now. That's it for right now.
Yep.
Oh, also, did you stop it?
No, not yet.
Also, another thing we did is you can see we got wheels in the box, and the wheels were, if you could come up here, actually supposed to go up here, but we did a modification because we was missing a piece that goes in the back wheel, so it would just it just wouldn't have looked it right to have that piece, to have the wheels on and not have the back wheels. So basically, this plane is just going to be set up to be in flight on the stand. So the models like that, they come like that where you can do certain modifications. Though this was set up to have the wheels, as you can see right here on the instructions, it gives you that option to either do it with the wheels down or do it with the wheels up. So when we go back, we might even be missing that piece with the tail door, and that's with the tail door being closed. So we'll probably find a way to fill that in, to fill the hole in or something like that. But I don't see that piece on the tree. But that's just what happens when you go in and you break the pieces off. I don't think that Mr. Dante did that. I know he bought a lot of these models. And so a lot of these models are very old. I mean, these models go back, 30, 40 years. So this is I believe this is a 40-year-old model we're putting together. Let me get the exact date.
The fact that this thing isn't already crumbling just due to its age is actually surprising. Oh wait, I thought it said it up there.
It's a
do they even
Kit 941? Look at that, Skokie, Illinois, Lindbergh Products. Even the box is extremely old.
Yeah, look at that. It's like
Lindbergh, I haven't heard of them before. And instructions are in English. Actually, the instructions are in English, Spanish, French. Lindbergh is German. Lindbergh, German, and so we got various a variety of languages and stuff of putting it together. And then it gives us an example of how we could paint it. And it even gives you the instructions, or not the instructions, a little bit of history. So it says right here, the P-51 was probably the best of all-around single-seat American fighter plane of World War II.
You guys probably won't be able to see it because of the blurry.
Powered by a 1,620 horsepower Packard Merlin 12-cycle engine and with a 4-bladed prop. The P-51 was able to attain speeds in excess of 440 miles per hour. The armament consisted of 4 50 cal Browning machine guns or 4 20mm cannons and 2 1,000-pound bombs or rockets. With a flying range of 1,300 miles, the P-51 Mustang accompanied Allied bombers round trip on many long-range bombing missions, much to the surprise of the enemy. The specifications, the span was 37 feet, the length was 32 feet and 3 inches, the height was 8 feet and 8 inches, with a wing area of 233 square feet. Ooh. So that's the actual characteristic of the actual plane itself.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it had a little history factoid here. I know with the Focke-Wulf 200 Condor model, reading up on it earlier, it did have that little
Look at that. So look at it straight on. So you see it's got that uplift.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the characteristic of the Mustang. It has that uplift, that loft.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty good model. Probably still need to glue a couple of areas.
Yeah, you guys could probably just barely see the driver, but he's in there.
Yeah, a couple of areas got to be glued in, and we'll do that. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna pause the video, and we'll be back when we put the final touches. And don't mind the old P-47 just hiding out in the little cupboard over there. It's just yeah. And thus, last little bit, the main window for the aircraft is finally being assembled. Put this on the stand, probably put a few stickers on it off camera, and paint it up. Probably show you the end result while we're making the next Model Monday video. But yeah, I want you to, but yeah, so that's getting on the stand right now, actually. But yeah, be sure to actually comment down below what type of aircraft you want us to build next.
It don't want to work right. The stand don't want to work right.
We can make our own custom stand and glue it.
No, we don't do that. We use what they gave us. So obviously there is some, you know, this is not a very, man, I don't know what word I want to use. Not a very,
Wait,
I don't want to stick it. It don't go in that far though. It's supposed to kind of, it's like a really big hole. So let me do it like that.
Maybe it'll.
I'm just gonna probably have to glue it like that.
Yeah, I mean it still looks nice. But yeah, so I want you guys to.
Yeah, we'll glue it on like that. I like it like that. So, what I liked about this one is that it's an old model. It took us no time to put it together. You know, as you can see, the stand is questionable. We're gonna have to have a stand because we don't have the wheels because we did the modification. So it's small, compact.
It's actually surprisingly delicate too.
Yeah, it's got some detail to it for its size, and a good introduction into modeling for something like this with little bitty hands. I don't really get too much into painting right now. I just think that that's something you can do further down the line as you get more skilled and more confident in what you're doing. But definitely, you know, it's definitely a good piece to put on your bookshelf.
Yep.
The stickers will look good on them when we put the stickers on them, and I think we could put some paint, maybe some colors. At this stage right here, you know, we could probably put some colors on the wings, and you know, put some colors around the motor, the engine. Maybe some silver to bring out the details there, or maybe the rear flaps back here, the flaps on the main wings, and the flaps and the tail wings. And like I said, it's just a couple of things we can do. But other than that, overall, it was a good model. Very small. I prefer a bigger model. Bigger ones tend to have a little bit more detail, but a lot more pieces. But this is what we worked with today. So this is for Model Monday.
Yep.
Episode
1.
So
yeah, I want you guys to actually comment down below what type of models you want to see next. I'll actually put a in the description. I'll name the aircraft and such that we have, and we'll try to put them together. I just imagine them already voting for the Focke-Wulf Condor bomber.
I think that one's missing some pieces.
Yeah.
But if we have to, we'll go buy a model.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the end result. Not too bad for a beginner. Again, we did lose a couple pieces, but it was kind of bound to happen with old models like these. In the end, though, it did think it came out nicely. Anyways, guys, my name's Roland. This has been Dad.
I'm the dad.
And I will see you guys later.